Have you ever felt like your mind just won't stop racing? Thoughts circling around and around, replaying the past, worrying about the future, or dissecting every moment of the present? That, my friend, is what we call overthinking. And it's not just a habit, it's a silent thief. It steals our peace, clouds our clarity, and leaves us restless, even when everything around us seems calm. In today's world, with constant notifications, endless choices, and the pressure to always be on, overthinking has quietly crept into our daily lives. But the truth is, this storm isn't out there. It's in here, within our minds. So how do we stop it? How do we return to stillness, to the gentle rhythm of the present moment? The wisdom of Buddhism offers a way out. For over 2,500 years, it has taught us how to navigate the mind, not by suppressing it, but by understanding it. In this video, we're going to explore 8 timeless Buddhist teachings that can help you break free from overthinking and rediscover the inner peace that's already within you. These teachings are not abstract or mystical. They're simple, powerful, and deeply human. Whether you're new to mindfulness or walking a spiritual path for years, these insights will speak to you. Let's begin this journey inward, one thought at a time, one breath at a time. Teaching 1. Focus on the present. How often do you catch your mind drifting into the past, replaying regrets, reliving what-ifs, or longing for what once was? Or maybe it leaps into the future, full of anxiety, asking, what if this happens? Or, how do I prepare for that? We live most of our lives everywhere but here, in the now, and that's where peace quietly slips away. The Buddha gave us a profound yet simple teaching. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The present, this very breath, this very second, is the only place life truly unfolds. And yet, it's the place we visit the least. There's an old Buddhist story of a monk and his young disciple crossing a river. The monk walks calmly across, steady and centered. But the disciple hesitates, worried about the current, imagining all the ways he might fall. Seeing this, the monk gently says, "The river is always flowing, but to cross, you must stay present. Trust this moment." The lesson is clear. You cannot walk safely if your mind is somewhere else. When we bring our attention fully into the now, not clinging to yesterday or fearing tomorrow, we begin to discover the quiet stillness that was always waiting for us. So ask yourself, where is your mind right now? And can you return it, gently, kindly, back to this very moment? Teaching 2. Let thoughts pass like clouds. Have you ever felt like your thoughts were too loud? Like a storm clouding your entire sky? One worry leads to another, and before you know it, you're drowning in a flood of mental chatter. But here's the truth. You are not your thoughts. You are the sky. Wide, open, and still. The thoughts? They're just passing clouds. The Buddha taught, with our thoughts, we make the world. But he didn't mean we must control every thought. Instead, we're invited to observe them, without attachment. Imagine this. You're sitting beside a river, watching leaves float by on the surface. Do you try to catch every leaf? No. You simply notice them and let them pass. Thoughts work the same way. You don't need to grab hold of each one. Some are helpful, many are not. But all of them are temporary. This practice of non-attachment to thoughts is powerful. When a negative or anxious thought arises, instead of reacting, just pause. Say to yourself, "Ah, a thought," and let it drift on. The less you cling to it, the less power it has over you. It's not about stopping thoughts altogether. The mind will always think. But freedom comes when you stop believing every thought as truth. Let them come, let them go, just like clouds across a clear blue sky. So today, try being the sky, not the storm. Teaching 3. Let go of what you can't control. Have you noticed how the more you think, the more you suffer? We try to prepare for every scenario, fix every problem in our heads, and control every outcome. But in trying to control everything, we lose control of our peace. The Buddha taught, suffering is not caused by the events in our lives, but by our reaction to them. It's not the situation itself, but our mental resistance that creates the pain. Overthinking is often our attempt to grasp what can't be grasped, to plan for what can't be predicted. Imagine this. Someone is pushing a huge boulder up a hill. They strain, sweat, and struggle, but it doesn't move an inch. A wise monk walks by and asks, "Why are you pushing something that refuses to move?" That's overthinking, exhausting yourself over things that are beyond your control. So ask yourself, is this something I can actually control? If the answer is no, breathe and let it go. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means accepting reality as it is and freeing yourself from unnecessary suffering. When we stop trying to control the uncontrollable, we begin to regain our clarity and inner calm. Peace isn't found in having everything figured out. It's found in surrender. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is stop fighting and simply allow life to unfold. Because freedom begins the moment you stop struggling against what is. Teaching 4. Practice mindfulness. Anchor in your breath. When your mind feels like a whirlwind, thoughts spinning, emotions rising, and you're pulled in every direction, what can you do? The answer is beautifully simple. Breathe. Mindfulness, in Buddhist practice, is the art of coming back to the present moment with awareness and without judgment. And one of the most powerful ways to practice it is through the breath. The Buddha taught, when the mind is calm, the breath is calm. There is a deep connection between the breath and the state of the mind. When thoughts feel overwhelming, your breath can become your anchor. Try this. Take a deep breath in, slowly hold, and gently release. Feel the sensation, the air moving in, the body rising, the calm settling in your chest. Each time your mind drifts into worry or distraction, gently return to your breath. No force, no pressure, just presence. Think of it like holding onto a tree in the middle of a storm. The storm is your thoughts, the tree is your breath. No matter how strong the wind blows, if you're anchored, you remain steady. You don't need to control the storm. You just need something stable to hold on to. With practice, each mindful breath creates a little more space inside you. Space for peace, clarity, and calm. So next time you're overwhelmed, don't try to fight your mind. Just come home to your breath. Teaching 5. Simplicity is freedom. Stop overcomplicating life. We live in a world that constantly pulls us in every direction. Work stress, social media, family responsibilities, future plans. It's easy to feel like you're juggling too much. And the more we try to keep up, the more tangled our thoughts become. But Buddhism reminds us, peace isn't found in doing more, it's found in doing less. The Buddha taught, there is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. That means we don't have to chase joy in some far-off future. It already exists, hidden in the simplicity of this moment, if we're willing to slow down enough to see it. The more we simplify, the lighter we feel. When we stop obsessing over things that don't truly matter, appearance, status, perfection, We create space for what really does: presence, clarity, connection. Zen monks call this shibumi, the beauty of quiet simplicity. One Zen master said, "The simpler the life, the more profound the meaning." Because when life is simple, the mind stops running and starts listening. So take a moment. What can you release today? What small thing can you let go of? An expectation, a to-do, a worry, so your mind can breathe. Freedom isn't always found in action. Sometimes it's found in subtraction. And in that space, peace gently returns. Teaching 6. Trust in impermanence. Nothing lasts forever. When you're caught in a spiral of overthinking, it often feels like the worry will never end. Like this moment, this emotion, this fear is permanent. But that's an illusion. One of the most powerful teachings in Buddhism is this: everything changes. The Buddha said, "All conditioned things are impermanent. Strive on with diligence." This isn't just a poetic thought. It's a truth you can feel if you pause long enough. Think about it. The weather changes, seasons shift, pain comes and goes, joy rises and fades. Nothing, not even your thoughts, anxiety, or overthinking, stays forever. This is the nature of impermanence. And when you begin to truly accept that, something shifts. You stop clinging to what hurts. You stop fearing the future. You begin to let go. Overthinking often arises because we fear things will stay the way they are. But when you trust in change, you begin to breathe again, because even the darkest night gives way to dawn. So when your mind tells you, "This will never end," whisper back, "This too shall pass." Let that be your mantra. Let it soften your grip. Because peace isn't found in holding on. It's found in flowing with life, in trusting that no matter how heavy this moment feels, it is only a moment, and moments always move on. Teaching 7. Observe without judgment. Become the witness of your mind. Here's a powerful truth. You are not your thoughts. You are the one watching them. So often we get caught up in our minds as if we're stuck inside a movie we didn't choose. But Buddhism teaches us something radically liberating. We don't have to identify with our thoughts. We can observe them, without judgment, without reacting. Picture this. You're sitting in a theater, and your thoughts are the movie on the screen. Some scenes are happy, some stressful, others completely random. But you are in this seat, just watching. That's mindfulness. That's the witness. The moment you stop saying, "I am anxious," and instead say, "Ah, anxiety is arising," you've taken a step back. You've created space between you and the thought. And in that space, peace begins to grow. The Buddha taught that suffering arises not from thoughts themselves, but from attachment to those thoughts. When we believe every thought, when we chase them or fight them, that's when we suffer. But when we simply notice them, like clouds passing through the sky, they lose their power. Try it. Next time a strong emotion or racing thought arises, pause and say, "I see you." That's it. No need to fix it. Just witness it and watch how it softens. You are not the storm. You are the sky that holds it all. Teaching 8. Cultivate compassion for yourself. Overthinking isn't always rooted in fear. Sometimes it comes from being too hard on ourselves. We blame, criticize, and replay the same questions in our heads. Why did I do that? I should have done better. Our mind becomes a distorted mirror, reflecting only our flaws and forgetting our worth. But the Buddha taught, you yourself, as much as anyone in the entire universe, deserve your love and compassion. Self-compassion isn't weakness. It's a deep inner strength. It means holding space for your imperfections with understanding. It's the gentle voice that says, "I'm doing my best. I'm still learning." Try this. Practice metta-meditation or loving kindness. Sit quietly, place your hand on your heart, and softly say, "May I be at peace. May I be loved. May I be healed." Let those words flow through you like a calm river, washing away judgment, restoring gentleness. Because sometimes, what calms the mind isn't more analysis. It's comfort. A kind word, a forgiving gaze, a heart willing to let go. Self-compassion doesn't mean you stop growing. It means you grow with grace. And the path to peace often begins not with doing more, but with loving yourself exactly as you are. So now you've heard 8 powerful teachings from the Buddha, each one a gentle doorway out of overthinking and back into peace. 1. Live in the present moment. 2. Let thoughts pass like clouds. 3. Let go of what you can't control. 4. Anchor your mind with the breath. 5. Embrace simplicity over complication. 6. Trust the truth of impermanence. 7. Observe your mind without judgment. 8. Show compassion to yourself. These aren't just ideas, they're invitations to live differently, to relate to your mind with more kindness, and to stop letting your thoughts run the show. You don't need to master them all at once. Just begin. Choose one that speaks to you today. Practice it gently, without pressure. The more you return to these teachings, the more space you create between you and your thoughts. And in that space, peace can grow. Because here's the truth. Your mind is not your enemy. It's a powerful tool, and with mindfulness, it can become your greatest ally. So take this wisdom with you. Let it guide you back when you wander, calm you when you're overwhelmed, and remind you, always, that peace is already within you. If this video touched something in you, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who might need it. Let's keep walking this mindful path together.